Hey, what's up, guys? Kawagawa back with another video. And today I want to do my Dragon Ball Super review, episode 125 review, English dub. So here goes. Episode starts out with in the previous episode where Gohan gets Frieza eliminated Gohan and the rabbit there. Technically, that technically Frieza actually eliminated Gohan and the rabbit there to knock him out of the ring and stuff like that and shit. Episode starts out with freaking freaking Goku fighting Goku and Vegeta fighting Jiren there and shit like that, and mostly Goku and Vegeta were fighting Jiren, and technically Goku was actually saying to, or Vegeta was actually saying to Goku there, saying you can rest for this one Kakarot and shit like that, and then he's like, no, I'm not gonna rest on this one, and so Goku and Vegeta darted at Jiren, and then Vegeta's like telling Goku, saying, don't tell me what to do and shit. So he um so they dart it right at Jiren there and shit like that. So that was going on with that. The next one we see Toph fighting Android 17 there. Technically, Toph was actually was saying stuff to 17 there, saying saying like, well, you don't have no facing adjustments and stuff like that. So 17 used like a blast there, and Toph was like retaliating there. It kind of looks like Toph was actually having the upper hand there. It kind of looks like Toph was actually having the upper hand there and stuff like that. And then Frieza comes out of nowhere, blasts him with a death beam there. And then he's like, what the fuck? You're like, he was like mostly blasting him with the death beam and shit like that. And he's like, well, you know, you can't hold your guard and shit. Freaking Frieza was actually saying that, saying he couldn't hold his guard and shit like that. So he was keep hitting him with the death beam. It actually gave enough time to, I guess, technically Frieza was technically extracting Toph there, so 17 can hit him. So when 17 hits, when 17 hits Toph there, his own blast was actually getting pushed back with technically his own blast was getting pushed back right on top of him and shit like that. When his blast was getting on top of him, he's like, "Oh fuck" and shit. And then Frieza was taunting. Technically, Frieza was actually taunting Toph there, saying like, "Oh, now you don't have that much energy and shit like that." With actually happening and shit. And he's like, what actually happened with that shit? So he rips off his thing there and shit. He's like, well, now you have to face a. He's like, you have to face a destroyer and stuff like that. And he's like, now you has to face the destroyer and stuff like that. So technically, he actually has a vine. They're like Supreme Kai there for our universe actually says something about like how he is and stuff. They're like, oh shit, he has divine energy, like the gods do, like the god instructions do, and shit like that. And the 11th god of destruction actually said, yes, now you're facing Toph the Destroyer and shit like that. Technically, he actually has god destruction powers and stuff like that with this thing. They're like, oh shit and crap. So Toph throws that Bonkai thing right at Frieza, and then Frieza's like, oh, he's like, I caught this before and shit. So he throws it right on top of him, and he's like, you know, this is nothing for me. So he was like reflecting it at first, like, he's like, yep. He's like, this is nothing for me, and then he uh, blasted him with that, and it actually went through him, and he's like, what the fuck and shit like that. So when he got hit by that Bonkai blast, and it kind of looks like Toph killed Frieza there. It kind of looks like he killed him and shit. Technically, in my opinion, I thought it was like, oh shit, he killed him. He's gonna get fucking eliminated now because he did that. um, with the Bankai blast and shit like that with it. So that was going on with that shit. 17 was fighting Toph there in his god form, and it kind of looks like 17 was kind of screwed. 17 was kind of avoiding the blasts there. He almost hit 17 there with that Bankai. The Bankai was going to the bleachers, or like Corona was like, "Oh shit, we're gonna get hit." And Barris is like, "Oh well, it's gonna miss and shit." So it missed there. The Bankai missed and shit like that. It missed there, totally missed and shit like that. When it did, he's like, you don't have to like worry about that. He's like, they got like divine energy and shit, and so he actually destroyed the rain there. He actually like broke it in two when that Bankai blast actually hit, and he's like, they should have said technically they said he has to like recharge and shit. That's what they were saying. He had to like recharge and shit like that, and then Gohan was saying, no, he's mostly protected by that. And if they attack him like that, if 17 just attacks him when he was recharging, he can just fend himself through that thing. So they're technically kind of screwed there and shit like that. So 17 was trying to figure out a plan there. He told Toph, he's like, you have more energy to make a thing there and shit like that. And he's like, I don't give two fucks. And he was doing another Bankai blast. And then 17 uses his beam there, and that's where the episode ends. So yeah, that's where the episode ends right there. So yep, that's pretty much it. Comment, rate my response on to it. This Mario videos. We like Mario videos. Please subscribe. Hit that bell notification if you want to see more of my uploads. Comment, rate my response on to it. This Mario videos. We like hang out. Out of your peace.